Hey y'all. Going basically we're gonna do a past life for the collective. Um and we're going to just pick up the energy on past life, just see what people need to know about their past life, how is it affecting them right now, and things of that nature. Haven't been live in a while since the incident. So let's shuffle in some energy here. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot. Cut it in half here and shuffle in this energy. Hope you all are doing well tonight. We're going to get this past life energy out to find out what it's going to take to move forward, or whatever is stopping you from moving forward in the present. Um, Happy birthday, Gemini. We're just starting off Gemini season. Okay. You get your general read, $30 for you Geminis. Take advantage of that if you need some insight here. We're going to do this past life just to kind of find out what's really going on. What from your past life is actually hindering you, or what's going on with you. I want to thank you all for your likes, share, subscribes. Those of you that have donated, I emailed you. If I have your email address, with the thank you, and you can email me and give me your email address so that well, if you email me, I get it. So I could send out the thank you notes, and at the same time, those of you that donated in my time of need, I definitely will be sending some things out over time, as far as just little thank you prayers and things of that nature that Spirit may bless me with, as far as what you may be needing. Okay, so, and those of you that requested to be paid back, that too, so definitely get with me if you need to. Past life readings are $45. They're in the they're going to be in the description box, but they're in the description box of my other videos as well. So definitely check it out. So we're going to get some energy out here. Let's see here. They're going to use the Traveler's deck as well. See what's up. Get out some energy here, and then we'll pull some cards. So hope y'all are doing all right in this on this Saturday night. Some areas it's rainy, some areas it's clear. It's rainy where I'm at, so definitely overcast. I haven't looked out since it's gotten dark, but it is what it is, I like that rain though. The rain makes sure we get what we need in the process of everything. That rain makes sure it's just, it constantly comes through. So whatever you all are thinking about, I want to reach into someone's energy who actually needs to hear a past life message, as far as what could be hindering you from your past life. A lot of people think that the past life is just over. You're in a new lifetime, life cycle, timeline, but that's not true. Oh, they don't want me to tell that. It's not true, because our past life has a lot to do with what you have to do now, what's really going on, where you have to go, things of that nature. Your past life has a lot to do with staying focused and not so much giving into. Now, those of you that have donated, and you donated through RoseTribe, through Cash App, I don't have your email. So if you want to be like, basically I'll add you to the RoseTribe list, and the prayers go out, free readings go out, you get that. But if you but I don't have you if you donated through the Cash App. If you donated through the Square app, or if you pay for readings through the Square app, things of that nature, that's how I get your email and everything, and then it gets set up like that. I'm not sure. Somebody must have had a question because that just popped in my energy. But those that are a part of Rose Tribe, and Rose Tribe are the people who actually contribute to the channel and things of that nature. I do send out prayers and free readings, and from time to time. It don't happen all the time, but if Spirit gives me something for them, I do send things out. You know, and even have phone calls. I even chat with them. You know, which is my time. You know, I chat with them about whatever Spirit wants me to tell them. So definitely email me if you did a donation through Cash App. That way, at least I can add you to the list, and then you'll become part of Rose Tribe, where I can hit you up if Spirit does have something for you, or I may just hit you up on Cash App and say, hey, I don't know how to hit you up on Cash App because I don't think you can leave messages. Okay. So give me some messages here for the collective about a past life. Okay, in reverse at the bottom, we're going to go with watching clouds. In reverse, it says lie back, rest, and relax. Okay, so what they're telling me is that some of you, this is going to be for 3 lifetimes ago. Some of you are seeing kids in your visions, in your dreams. You're seeing kids. You're seeing different things that are going on. But it looked like it's in this timeline, but it's not from this timeline. It's from like 3 lifetimes ago. It's not from this timeline. We have here distant thunder in reverse. Clear the air. There's some things that seems very real. It seems like they are here in your energy here. You have quite a few that came out turned down here. And then at the bottom of the Light Seers Tarot is the 8 of Cups. Okay. Let's see here. And the other one that came out turned up is Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Okay. So I'm just saying these two here. We're gonna leave these turned down. I'm gonna get some clarifiers out, and then we'll go over the energy here. But I feel like some of you, they're saying you're seeing children. But these children, they seem familiar, but you know you haven't seen them before in this lifetime. That's because they say they're from 3 lifetimes ago. But there's something that was not fulfilled. So some of you may not have fulfilled a certain part of the contract. The children, they seem a little distant is what I'm hearing. Like they're not that friendly, but I feel like there's something that happened. They said somebody, so there's something that was left undone. Like somebody may have walked off, but they said it wasn't intentional, and these kids are here. These kids are here now because I feel like somebody's spirit is being vexed. Like they feel like they left something undone, or they forgot somebody, or okay. So in this lifetime, there's a tragedy that happened. So let's see what's going on here. There's a tragedy that happened, but it has a lot to do with the past life. There's a somebody's connected to like Chevy trucks. Okay, so somebody's like connected to Chevy trucks. They're connected, they like trucks. Okay, to give me more with this past life energy, creator, what is it that you want them to know? Okay, so put these two that came out up together. So there's 2 sets of 3 and then 1 set of 2. Now I'm going to clarify these major arcana that come out. Okay, so somebody's asking, why is this happening with the energy with the kids? Okay, so somebody had something happen in their family. And then somebody went in praying, asking, but I don't believe this is your family. I believe you're asking about another family. Like, why do they have tragedies in this family? Or why is this family experiencing this? But it's, so in this timeline, somebody's asking about somebody else's lineage in the spirit realm. Like, somebody's doing almost like in private investigative work in the spirit realm for another family. Like, why do they keep having tragedies for a family? This family keep having tragedies with children. But I feel like something wasn't closed up. They said it was 3 lifetimes ago. They didn't close up. They didn't seal off or find out. So it's kind of like, for some of you, this has something to do with slavery. Kind of like there was nothing that you could do about it. But the cycle is supposed to end in this lifetime. But then, like, whoever's praying for a family, kind of like, well, why do they keep having tragedy? Why does this family... Okay. So basically, somebody's praying for a family and they're praying for their children. But this person that they're praying for, the cycle of the children being abused, mistreated, has not been closed out. So it's like, okay, so basically, when somebody like steps into your timeline, they can't shift it. If you're not aware of something that's not supposed to happen, that's like, a lot of people don't like to think this way, but some things have to happen because somebody has to be the martyr, right? We have different things that we fight for, and we're like, man, I'd hate that happened to them, and things of that nature. And then, but some people have to go through something for that group to wake up. So it could be a family group, it could be a community group, it could even be a culture. But I feel like the children in this aspect, they keep getting messed off in this family lineage. So it's kind of like, and then I feel like a couple of things have happened in this lifetime, and somebody's asking, okay, why is this happening to them? And then it's like, we're going to get the answer, is what I'm hearing. You have the Page of Pentacles in reverse here. So somebody may keep quitting. Somebody's spirit may quit. And then we're looking at a lifetime. You know, a lifetime. And in a lifetime, many different things happen, right? I feel like in this lifetime, a lot of people are experiencing different things. And we have a lot of intercessors that actually go in and they're praying. They're trying to see where they can help it. But it's hard to help somebody when they're not awake. Or they're not trying to figure out how to fix this. You know, some people get caught up in mourning and they never shake back. You know, they never bounce back to... You have a lot of people that build businesses off the loss of family members, the wrongful deaths and things of that nature. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I feel like this individual who's being prayed for, and if they're in a family dynamic of a cycle that needs to be broken, and it hasn't happened yet. Okay, so like I said, these two we're going to go over these two first because they came out, turned up, and they're both in the reverse. Distant thunder, clear the air, and impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. So I feel like, you know how sometimes we get frustrated with people because they haven't changed, they haven't grown, or, you know, and then it's two sides to this here, because I feel like Somebody wants somebody to grow up, and then somebody wants somebody to stop pressuring them, is how I feel. Like, you're pressuring me to change, but let me mourn. But at the same time, somebody's telling them about the time frame. Don't let this time slip past you. Get past this. And sometimes we help people and they don't want the help, so then they feel like we're being overbearing. And I'm saying we because it's just in a sense of, we all have been there. You know, I need to take the time to mourn. I need to take the time to feel through this. I need to take the time to do this. You know, that type of energy. Go in and close the door. That type of energy. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, what else is going to happen truthfully is what I'm getting. You have the World card in reverse here and the Devil. So like I said, I feel like you know how sometimes this is just, it's a weird energy here. Somebody's trying to help somebody, but they are so caught up in their emotions, they feel like you're a bad person. Like, you're trying to help them, and then they're getting a negative light on you. Like, you feel like, they feel like something wrong with you, or leave me alone, or this and that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a energy here. A cycle has closed, but two major arcana here clarifying this distant thunder and the going in a different direction with the impasse. Some of you, I'm hearing you beating a dead horse. Some of you that have this gift where you can actually help other people, you're going to learn in this, and I say to help other people because that's what the gifts are for, but you're going to learn when to step down. You can't help everybody. The Devil is being clarified by the Magician. See, their thoughts, it's all about what they're taking in. The things that help them keep moving, it's not things that's actually constructive, I'm hearing. It's not constructive for the spirit. They say they want two clarifiers. And the Sun, clarifying the Devil. The Magician and the Sun is clarifying the Devil. I believe it's become illuminated. Okay, so there may even be, you know how people be in love with their oppressor? That type of energy. This is the type of energy. Some of you are getting into a battle that's not yours at all. The Magician is being clarified by the King of Wands. The Sun is being clarified by the Six of Cups. Some of you feel like you need to help somebody because of the past, or you feel like you was in this position at one time. The Page of Cups is in the reverse. You're unapologetic about trying to help, but I also feel like in the direction that you're trying to move, I don't believe your gifts are supposed to help this person. I feel like you're looking at this and that, and you're delving into an energy that somebody, that's just like, you know, you can only help somebody that won't help. You could take the horse to the trough to drink, but you can't make them drink. Or you can't beat a dead horse. You know, I just feel like this energy here, I feel like you've looked into something, but this is not for you. You may want to help a family, and you may know that this family may be going through things behind, but this past life stuff. The Wheel is clarifying the World with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so let's talk about your gifts for a minute. Now, some of you have these gifts of healing and you want to help people and you want to move forward and make sure you do what you need to do. And you're supposed to, right? You're supposed to. But I also feel like there's an energy here where, let's see here. Okay. There's an energy here. Some of you want to help people, but your gifts are not to help certain people. We can't help everybody, right? And I feel like some of you are reaching into somebody else's energy that's not supposed to wake up. This, I don't believe this is the person that's supposed to correct this in their lineage. So it's kind of like you may go way back with this person. Let's say you just came back in town, or you bumped into somebody you haven't seen since childhood, and you're spiritually inclined, they're not, and you're trying to help them with your gifts. You can't help them. This may even be somebody that you share a father with. This may be a half sibling. This may be this may also this may be a cousin of a cousin. You know what I'm saying? This may be, you may not be related to them, but you may have known them for a long time. And I feel like you're trying to help them, but that this is not part of what you're supposed to be doing. I feel like you're stepping into something here, but I also feel like this person just goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. Some people are the martyrs. You can't take away from what they have to do. You can't add, and then you may be like, man, why does this keep happening to this family? There's somebody in that family that has to break it, but I don't believe it's this person that you're praying for. I don't believe it's them. The will is being clarified by the Hermit. See, you're going to get this information that you can't save everybody. And then a part of the ascension process is figuring that out. Sometimes it's a very hard pill to swallow because you realize on your journey you have to let some people go. The Seven of Wands, clarifying the Hermit. Okay, so this Seven of Wands to me is meditation. You're coming out of an energy, because what the enemy will do is burn you out. You know how you get to talking to somebody and then they're not grasping it. It's because they're not supposed to. One. And what does that do? Make you frustrated. Some of you are frustrated because you are talking to someone about something that they're not purposed to fathom. Now there may be somebody else in their lineage to break it, and they may not even be here yet. You may just see this on them and like, hey, you need to do this, and they can't grasp it because it's not part of their soul contract. Like, everybody's not designed to wake up. That's why a lot of people get in trouble for their voice. The Three of Pentacles here. Now, their voice, now this is like putting stuff together, working things out, people going into another direction with people. But we have to understand something. That's just like this channel. Everybody's not going to watch me. Everybody's not going to find this interesting. Because everybody's not purposed to hear me. That's like anything. You listen to some music, or you go, or another channel you go to. You're not going to watch every channel. You're not going to subscribe to everybody. You're not going to be compelled to go somewhere that's not for you. And I believe some of you have bumped back into somebody, or this could be like a relative of a relative. But I feel like a lot of you you have something in common with somebody, but that's all it is. This connection is not a connection where you're supposed to put your gifts on the line for. And I feel like somebody's reaching into somebody else's past life. I just got a ringing in my ear. But I feel like somebody's reaching into somebody's energy, and it's their past life. And like I say, with the devil here, they cannot get out of this on their own. this is something that they're purposed to go through. You know, and I feel like this is children. I feel like somebody is feeling sorry for a family because of children, and just basically want to help out because they know they have a gift. But your gift is not for this, because you know, a cycle has to go as long as the universe allow it. So if a family is supposed to go through this 4 or 5 generations, and they saying this is 3 generations ago, then they still have about 2 generations to go before they can clear this energy. Everybody's not going to feel the same way. You know, you just can't clear energy if you weren't purposed to do it. And then if you haven't gone through, it's just like you. I feel like you have something in common with this person. You've conquered some demons. You picked up your gifts. You're working purpose. And I feel like you want to help, but this person is not purposed to do that. And it's like they're looking at you like you're weird, or you're pushy, or you're aggressive, when you're really trying to help, but you can't help. There's only so much that you can do. You're limited. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the hidden travelers oracles out here. Okay, all 3 are in reverse. You have vast vistas, expand your horizons. I'm going to show it to you in the upright, but it's in reverse. You have fogged in, go slow, take time. And then wandering path, enjoy the journey. Like I say, all 3 of these are in the reverse. I feel like a lot of you have accepted your journey. You're moving forward. You're coming out of the haze, the days, and now you are more than likely on a path of figuring out or listening to your ancestors, your guides, in who to help, how to use your gifts, when do you use your gifts. You know, you just can't help everybody, and that's the thing about it. People say, well, hey, and a lot of you are realizing that, hey, I was compelled to help you. Yes, because you were purposed to help me. That's the thing about helping people. When you start helping people, then there's a certain level of the commitment that comes, but you're purposed to help certain people. Everybody's not going to fall in line under you, or you're going to fall in line under everybody, right? Like you may have a friend that say, hey, I'm just purposed to, I'm going to be their armor bearer. I'm going to be up under them. I'm going to, serve them. And it's like, oh, okay. But you haven't been compelled to do that. That's because you're not purposed to do that. It all works hand in hand. You know, when your gifts make room for you, usually you help people that can end up helping you back. And sometimes in areas you don't even know. You just, okay, well, if that's just like me. If my gift is to pray, and I definitely pray, I pray for everybody, but I'm not purposed to pray for everybody. I'm only praying I have to pray for the people they tell me to pray for. And if the people come in and say, hey, they need help, this and this and this, I pray when they tell me to pray. I may wake up with some of you on my mind because what? You have invested in the channel, which means what? They sent you here. We have to know we've been sent. And then sometimes it's just like, okay, this is not for me. Okay, everything won't be for you, but you have to understand how gifts make room for you. And it's just like you just can't do whatever. So some of you may be getting discouraged because this person is not listening. You have the Ace of Wands here in reverse. Now you may be getting discouraged about your passion, your drive, because of this one person. But this person is not a part of your lineage to help. And we go through this. This is a learning process. You have to learn, and then like everybody's not going to be accepting. I remember when I first started the Ascension, well, maybe like 3 years into it, I was talking to a guy about what I saw on him, and he didn't want to receive it. And I was like, well, why did y'all have me go to him and he didn't receive me? And they was just like, we want you to understand everybody won't receive, but we want you to understand what it takes for someone to actually have strength to block ego and get help from you. Because a lot of people don't want to know the truth. They don't want to know what's around them. They don't know. They want to stay asleep. And some of you are getting very discouraged in your gifts because somebody's not receiving you. But this person, okay, so a family, a generation, and I'm saying a generation. We know generations is like, mom, aunt, grandma, male, female, it don't matter. But it's there's generations, right? But we have lifetimes where there's a family member that can put a family in a whole bondage. They could put them in a curse. And then it's like it has to play out for so many lifetimes. Some of you are stepping into that boundary. Well, this family, this legacy, they're going to be asleep for so long. And this energy has to play out. So the children in this family are cursed. Certain children are born cursed or born into a spirit of torment or neglect or perversion. But this has to play out for so many lifetimes. And I feel like somebody's getting discouraged who wants to help. But this is not your battle because this was already predestined. See, this is the thing about a past life reading. You can find out why you're being blocked in certain areas because you have to know boundaries. And then some of you will stop working purpose because you can't help certain people. And that's not how it works. You have certain people that's assigned to you. And then it's like, even further in the ascension process, a lot of these people you won't like personally. But that don't mean you don't do your job. So in this part of the process, you're realizing you don't help the people that you like. You help the people that are sent to you. And some of you are losing your drive for your gifts because they're not receiving you. But they're not supposed to. Because they have about 2 more lifetimes in this energy that you see now. They can't come out. They'll be dead and gone before this family comes out of this dynamic. And a lot of people don't want to think this way because they think, well, everybody, it don't work like that. Because if everybody was good, we wouldn't have bad. But we have bad because things have to equal out. Or what we call bad. Or what we're taught that what bad is. Because you don't know what bad is. Because it all has to equal out. And that's the thing about energy. It cycles back in and you will be held accountable. A lot of people sit around and have tea time with gossipers, slanderers. You will get your karma for chilling with these people. And they're going to get their karma for spreading dirt on people. See, it may not happen today. But it may come back on you when your child is sick and can't heal. Or a disease comes about and they decide they don't want to heal you. See, that's the thing. We sit here and we think that things come back on us through things we care about. They don't come back on us through things we don't care about. Because we don't care about that. But I care about my kids. I care about how they look. I care about myself. I care about how I look. So all this stuff comes back. But it don't come back while you sipping tea with your homegirls or your homeboys plotting. It don't come back on you at that time because the universe is going to give you time to act this out. It don't come back on you at the time that you're sucking somebody dry of their energy. You're draining them dry. It don't come back at that time. It comes back after you finished, and then you're going on to your next victim, and then you get a call that something didn't go right that you was expecting, whether it was a loan, whether you went to get test results and the results come back and you need to come in and get medication. Things didn't go right, or you're praying that your wife or your husband gets pregnant and you all have kids, and then you get pregnant or they get pregnant, and then that don't go right. See, that's how karma comes. Karma doesn't come in a package to say, hey, I'm karma. No, karma comes dressed up as a bad or negative outcome to something that you was anticipating. No, they don't tell you that while you sitting up having tea, slandering somebody's name or calling somebody's job to get them fired, or spreading lies about you. Don't even think about that part. You don't think that while you're being false and making false accusations about somebody, you don't even know that your child will probably end up in a car accident and die. You don't go that far. The energy is real. So while we're sitting up here trying to help those, and I've been through it, trying to help people that are cursed, and then I pick up some of their curses, and then when they get mad about what's going on in their life, they send curses to me because they think I have something to do with it, but really they're from a cursed lineage. And then when you don't really do your homework and ask your source, the creator, should I help these people? Or what should I say or do? When you don't go and get advice and you just start trying to throw your gift out everywhere, that's why your gift stopped working. Because it's like, okay, you just sporadic with this. Everybody can't get this. It's just being immature. But in the process of growing, you realize everybody can't get the gift. Everybody can't get that healing. It just don't work like that. And a lot of people get mad. Well, God love everybody. Well, whatever. You can go on with that naive crap. Because I know in Jeremiah, he said, I hate who I hate. And I love who I love. If you want to go off of that. But I know when I talk to my source, it ain't about that. You have to keep it moving regardless of what. The spiritual side of things is going to trump everything, whether you believe it or not. But you have to know everything is not for everybody. If everything, I could give another example. Kids are not supposed to be drinking. So what they do, they put an age limit on it, right? You have to be this age to drink. So what does that mean? It's the same thing with your gifts. Your gifts are not for everybody. Everybody can't handle it. And then some people will take you out behind your gift. It's not even about them possessing it because they know they can't handle it. It's just to make sure you don't have it. The enemy will send people to wear you out with what you know. You have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Falling out of love with your gift. I'm telling you. A lot of you are thinking that you should be able to help this person or that person, and you're not seeing what's dropping in your life is what I'm hearing. This person, this is in their lineage. This is in their lineage to go through this. You're not supposed to be helping them. The Queen of Pentacles is sitting here, looking lovely as ever. And the Ten of Pentacles, that lineage. That's just like, I remember one day my mom said, and I must have been like 18, 19, just hanging out. And me and my brother had rode some of our friends in the car. And, just like the little snacks and crap, they had left the stuff on the back seat, on the floor. And we didn't even know. We got the car. It was late. We got the car, went in the house. And that morning, my mom was about to go to work. And she was like, what is this? Y'all can't do this. Y'all must not be used to having nothing. You can't be riding anybody in my car. This is an $80,000 vehicle. You just can't ride anybody in my vehicle. This is not how this go. You all didn't leave crap in the front seat, So you can't just ride anybody. And with that, it made me, I didn't realize it then. It was later that I realized that everything is not for everybody. Everybody's not going to be appreciative of what you have. Everybody's not going to value your gift. Your gift is going to make room for your stability. But your gift is not for everybody. With the Queen of Pentacles here and the Ten of Pentacles here, your gift will make room for you. But it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody that comes in your life. Some people will talk you up out of your gift and dilute it. Like it's not even as powerful as it is as it was because you're dealing with them. It's not to say you're better than somebody, but if somebody's not headed in the same direction or they're faking a spiritual path just to get your energy, just to get your time, just to slow you down, and to be unapologetic about it. See, we're in a time now that if all I need to know is what you're trying to do, then I know how to pray against you. And in some people, everybody that touched them, they fall down. Everybody that touches them falls. See, some people get offended. You ain't no better. You ain't got to be better than anybody. But you have to know where you're at. Because if you don't know where you're at, you don't know your worth. They go hand in hand. If you don't really know what your gift is worth, and you're steady trying to give it out, you're steady trying to say, hey, this and that, you will fall. Like I had this one guy saying that he really could benefit from being my friend. You really could, because you have a lot of questions that you don't want to pay for. And no, you can't be my friend, because that's not my friend. See, the people that don't support your gifts, the people that don't support you, but they want to call you and ask you this and that, and that, whatever your gift is, if people are steady calling you for it for free, it's value, but they want it for free. That's why in this game, you realize these spiritual gifts and stuff, people don't want to pay like they weigh. They just want to get it and keep it moving. And you have to know who you are. That's the only way that you're going to have stability. But you can't fall off or think that something's not going to go right because of how somebody is viewing themselves or because of their lineage. This person, this past life person, this person in the past life, some things happened that put them in a bondage. A lot of people didn't speak up that could have spoke up, because it was what they were receiving on the side. This type of energy is being brought up right now. Like people are being revealed for what they are doing, what they are allowing to happen to other people because of what's really going on. I feel like somebody is basically just in the energy here of trying to, settle the score for somebody that they can't settle the score for. Now, these three here came out turned down. Let's see here. Okay, this is also hidden energy, and they're all in the reverse. It says, reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly in the reverse. You have valiant courage, take action with passion in the reverse. And then you have stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. Now the thing is, I'm sure it's in the upright, but it's in the reverse. Now the thing about these, when they're in the reverse, that means you're in that energy. You've acknowledged what it takes. You're in that energy. But I feel like somebody acknowledges you being in your power, and I feel like the enemy will try to drain you, because that's what happens when you help people that you're not purposed to help. You get drained because you're overworking. You're trying to convince. You shouldn't have to convince anyone of anything. If you have to convince them of something, that means it's not that. You are not a spokesperson or a salesperson for what you have to offer. or what you see on them. If it's for them to do business with you or to come, they're going to do that. Yeah, we want to help family and friends and things of that nature, but these same people will come for you because what? You have not, they feel like you better than them. They're not going to tell you that. And I'm not saying that you are, but you definitely need to get into an arena where there are people that are appreciative. When people are not appreciative, what they do? They do whatever. They don't have no sense of care about whatever it is you're offering. They treat it like crap. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 came out turned down. So let's see what's up here. Strength in the reverse. Make you weak. You have the 3 of Swords. Concerned about something that's not even part of the. Because see, the 3 of Swords is the third party, right? That's the outside action that don't even need to be in the mix, right? That's this person. Whoever this is, like I said, not trying to talk about them, but whoever this is, you don't need them in your energy. This the thing about this part from whoever this is. What you're learning is to not say a word. Your only help could be I understand. I hope things get better for you. My condolences go out to you. I thank you for being so strong. That type of energy. The more you talk, the weaker you get. The more you try to convince, the weaker you get. This is void energy that you're dealing with. The third party, this 3 of Swords, the third party means nothing. Because they have to live this out too. Think about how many lifetimes, and you probably wouldn't know unless you go and ask Source or you go or you get a reading on your past life. But think about how many lifetimes your family has experienced the trauma that you tackled this lifetime. Think about how many times this has happened before you came along. The spell breaker, the curse breaker. Before you came along, how long did this go on in your family? That's exactly where you're at right now. Trying to convince somebody of something that the spell can't be broken yet. Don't even know they're under a spell. They think something's wrong with you. And they're supposed to, because what? They can't come from up out of a generational curse if it's not meant to be broken yet. Somebody knowingly did what they did to get the family in the bondage that they got them into. That's how this goes. So that's just like everybody gonna fall in line until that curse breaker is born and comes to actually fulfill purpose. So we have to think further, outside the box. Not just this box, but further into the box. You know how sometimes these boxes be so tall and we just can't. Well, me anyway, I'm short, but you know how sometimes you be fill in the box trying to dig so deep. You don't know what's at the bottom of that box. And this is somebody else's lineage. I feel like somebody here who's an empath, they're a healer. You're trying to heal someone and it's not time for them to come out. You're not the curse breaker for this lineage. This person is going to be dead and gone before they actually break this curse in this family, because it's not time yet. But this is a form of trespassing. You got to know what trespassing is. See, when you go to use your gifts to help people and they're not on your list to help. See, that's another thing too. The Akashic Records reading. There's some things that go on that we need to really be abreast of. But a lot of people don't think that it is because if I don't see it, it don't exist, or if it's not going on right now, and it's going on right now, just not playing in that spirit realm area. But this person, somebody is losing faith in their gifts because somebody won't receive them. And this person is not purposed to be in your energy with this Three of Swords. The other two, let's see here, is the Knight of Swords in reverse. They're not receiving the info from you. And it's not that you're not saying the right things. It's just that this person, you're out of love, out of maybe, like I said, I feel like you know this person. This could be a childhood friend. This could be a cousin of a cousin. This could be a half sibling, or this could be, or just, you know, like I said, this is somebody that you've been knowing a long time, but you don't know them. Like you done grew into your gifts, and they haven't. But you're not realizing that you are trying to help somebody that's cursed. That's just like, I'm gonna go back to the Bible again. I'm gonna use this as an example. Well, I just believe that the Bible is good knowledge as far as knowledge. Now, I personally don't live by it, but I've read the whole thing. I just feel like there are some great parables in there that can actually get you to understand what you're looking at. Now, the whole thing with Cain and Abel, Cain became a vagabond. So, which means a lot of people just say he just became homeless and this and that, this and that. That's really not what it was. He became cursed to where he couldn't die. Because he still went on and had family, kids. He still went on. So it wasn't like he was homeless, because he didn't create a whole city. He done did the thing too. That's why I say people don't understand. Your karma don't hit you in your face. Time you do it. The vagabond was that no one could kill him. He couldn't die his misery. So what you think his misery is? Basically the ability to be tormented by the person that you murdered. It ain't just home. He wasn't homeless, but they tell you he was homeless. Or people use that word like somebody. I even saw it in the dictionary that they talking about that means homeless, and that man wasn't homeless. He still had a family after that. He still did his thing. He was cursed to where he couldn't die. He couldn't die out his misery. Which means what? He was allowed to be tormented. He could be tormented by the same spirit that he took off the land. See, that's the thing. If these people allowed these kids to get messed over 3 lifetimes ago, and I'm hearing they got about 4 or 5 lifetimes to clear this out, that means they're going to be tormented with torment to their kids. I was looking at something that happened where it was like on the news, it was everywhere, and it was just kind of like, dang, I hate that happened, this and that, and I saw it a few years ago. It's the same energy. Some people, we want to help people. You want to help people get past some things, get through some things, but they are being tormented by what was allowed to go on, probably at parties, allowed stuff to go on. You got to think deeper. And now they become a vagabond. That's that vagabond spirit. It ain't homeless. It means the exact torment that you put on somebody, you will not be able to die out of. You're going to live your life. You're going to suffer with depression, illusions. When you sleep, you're going to dream of this person. That's what that means. That don't mean you're going to be homeless, because when you read about Cain, he had a whole city. He had kids, a wife. So what? So where did the homeless? Where did they come in and mix that homeless crap in it? To change your focus. See, that's what people don't want to accept accountability. When you start accepting accountability, you'll start making sure your hands clean. When you don't accept accountability and things are not happening to you because of what you've done, the spirit realm will step in. The spirit realm will step in anyway. But that 3D life is what you see here. They look like they still happy, but you don't know how them people sleeping at night. If they sleeping. Some of you dealing with people on your jobs, in your family, who ain't got nothing going on. They just steady moving within the treadmill, just steady on the treadmill, but they done fell off. Because of the dirt. That's why I say we could sit here and say the dictionary said homeless too. But when you read about Cain, he wasn't homeless. You didn't hear about him being out in the dirt and all that old crap what we call homeless. That man was tormented. He was a vagabond. He couldn't die out his mess. And a lot of you have dealt with people like that and don't even know it. They can't die out of this. They can't die out of the torment that they have put on other people. It's on them. When you talk to some people, a lot of workaholics are like that. They just go to work and stuff, and and if you really know their past of what they done, they're a vagabond. They did some stuff, and they cannot die yet. People cannot take them out yet. They're gonna have to be here. They're gonna suffer mentally. Because look at the mental anguish you must have caused somebody to torment whoever, their kids. Look how you probably tormented them, not so much you per se, but look how this person may have tormented before they actually killed them. These are mental games. Physical games too, jumping on people and things of that nature. But to be able to be tormented and you can't die out your mess? Come on now. How far does it really go? How deep is it really? The last one here is the Queen of Cups. I'm going to clarify this, the Strength in reverse. The Queen of Cups here. This is basically digging deep. See, a lot of you are in an energy of helping people, but you're also learning that you can't help everybody, and everybody's not on your list. Because that's how I look at it. Everybody's not on my list. Now, I'm not mad at you if you watch me and you feel like you're trying to distort what I got going on. I don't care, because I know when I pray against my enemies, you get hit. I was telling somebody the other day, I don't care who it hits. It's only going to hit you if you're doing it. If you're doing the deed. I don't pray against people. I don't have to. I pray against energy. So when it comes down to it, it's going to have to fall off. Honestly, fall off. Your hands are going to be exposed. If you sitting down having tea with somebody that is not, and you shouldn't be there, you're going to be judged. Or even just watching some of these channels that are spreading negativity and just brewing hate and all that, you're going to be judged. Okay, you say let something come out. Okay, so we're getting something for the Strength in reverse. A lot of you are just weak. And the energy trying to get somebody to see things your way. Now, like I say, I feel like we're all guilty of it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. I feel like we've all been guilty of it at one point. The King of Pentacles in reverse here, at the bottom of the deck. You know how sometimes we try to help people. We even go broke trying to help people. Like them kids need shoes. You go buy somebody kids shoes. Or you see somebody that say they want something to eat, or they beg and they hungry, they homeless or whatever, And then I don't help them anymore. I can't. Because now I see the truth in it. If you got that kind of hustle, you go get a job. It takes time to stand out there all day. And then I had one cuss me out after I bring them some food. They said they didn't want that. Well, why you saying you wanted some change to get something to eat? So I just don't deal no more. But that comes from your own wisdom, your own intellect as far as what you have going on. Now what came out here is the Hierophant in reverse, clarifying the strength in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. See, the information has come out about the unequal give and take. That's just, see, you're giving out, and a lot of you may be giving out more information than what's needed to people. You know what I'm saying? You may be giving out more information than what's needed to people. Like, they may not need so much information, but you're giving it to them. You know, maybe trying to show them that you do know what you're talking about, but these people are not on your timeline to even be dealing with. You know, we have different associations with people, but all of us aren't going in the same direction. And just because you have a curse on you does not mean it's going to come off. You may have plenty curses on you, and then some of them you're going to break. All of them you may not break. At least not at one time. Because it's not, knowledge don't work like that. You don't get knowledge, understanding, and wisdom you don't get everything at the same time. Once you get one piece, you add it to the next piece. It's that puzzle. Let's get something for the Hermit here in reverse, because I feel like a lot of you are going to step into your power, especially if you're listening to this message. You're going to step into your power of what it's going to take and move forward. Let me get something for the Hermit in reverse. What do you want the collective to know about this past life reading? Okay, so now the Five of Pentacles in reverse is at the bottom of the deck. A lot of you are going to come out of this energy of not knowing. The Hierophant. Is that what I said, or did I say the Hermit? I feel like I said the Hermit. I feel like the Hermit already came out. Okay. Some of you may owe your source an apology. Some of you may have been tripping like, you know, this not equal, that we're not helping certain people or this and that, but you're not purposed to help everybody. Some of you, it's funny to me because you know how sometimes we get upset and we don't really have a full understanding. But don't throw your life away, of your purpose, your destiny, behind somebody else, behind anybody, period. Your kids, nobody. Don't throw none of your stuff away behind anybody. You do what it takes to make it, you know, for your life. You have the Seven of Swords, clarifying the Hierophant's in reverse, and then you have the Star. See, this is a healing. A lot of you are going to take this knowledge with a grain of salt. Because now you're not going to look at people the same. You're going to see the energy. You're going to see it now. You're going to see it. You know, and a lot of you had to see it to believe it. That, you know, everybody, like Temperance is in reverse, clarifying the Star. That's the whole point right there. You know, a lot of you are going to get balanced out because this energy had to come up. This had to come up as far as where to go, what to do, how to get there. Give me something for Temperance in reverse, Creator. What is it that you want the collective to know? Temperance in reverse is being clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so a lot of you are going to feel better. You got the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck now. So a lot of you are going to feel better about getting balanced out, about what it is what it takes for you to actually grow and manifest your gifts. And you're going to realize that everybody is not appreciative of your gifts, and they're not going where you're going. They're not going to stay on board like what you would think or what you would want. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you're realizing that it's not up to you to judge for character. It's up to the universe. It's up to your source to actually tell you, okay, this person deal with. This person you don't need to deal with. This person you need to talk to. This person you don't need to talk to. A lot of you are going to give your props. I even feel like I'm hearing an apology to your source and just getting healed about not being able to help everyone. Because now you're realizing that your gift is not for everyone. Everyone can't sip your tea. Everyone can't get a healing from you. Because now you're realizing there are other key factors at play that this person was born into. You can't stop it. You can't stop what's going on. But you're realizing the decisions you have to make are going to come from you consulting with source first. Consulting with your source first. You're not going to just make a decision to help somebody because now you realize your gifts are not yours. They may have been given to you to use in the 3D, but you just can't heal everybody. You can't, it doesn't work like that. And a lot of you are going to realize some other things as far as what happens when the body perishes, when this 3D life is over, when you go back in, and then in the spirit realm, they get your knowledge and they download it to help whatever cause that you were a part of. See, people don't think that it's not that deep. There's a lot of people that's here infiltrating the system to get the knowledge. And you have to really realize if the enemy can suck you dry by having you steady reaching out to somebody who's not supposed to be helped. Because the more you do that, the more you get weakened. That's why the strength is here. In reverse, you get weakened as you help people that's not on your timeline, that's not purpose to get help from you. You know, that it weakens your contract. So then it's like, okay, that's just like some people, you may hear them prophesy or they're psychic, but they lose their gifts for a while. You be like, man, I wonder what happened to them. That's because they did some things they shouldn't have been doing, and it just could have been out of ignorance. But they still have to pull a gift back because what? You're not doing right with it, and a lot of things happen. That same thing on the job. You may get demoted because what? You didn't do that right. No, you're not ready for that position. So we're gonna take you over here. We're gonna have you doing this instead. It's the same thing. You know, and I feel like some of you are mad that the creator may have pulled your gift, may have kind of pulled it down some. And then some of you are mad because you couldn't help somebody that you care about. But you have to understand all your help is not for everybody. You know, all the gifts, you know, like you hear some people say, well, you can't do readings for everybody. Well, you need to definitely consult your source before you use your gifts for anybody. Now, okay, so am I supposed to do this reading? Yes. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? What do you want me to tell them? A lot of you got to get in tune with your key player and know what it is that you're doing from day one, where you're going, how you're going to get there, what I'm going to wear, what I'm going to say. You have to already know where to go for your source. That way, when you talk to people, you know what you're supposed to say. Because I feel like a lot of you don't understand that awkward moment too. There's an awkward moment that comes up when you're talking to somebody that you shouldn't be talking to. There is an awkward moment. Or you're saying some things, or like I could feel it in here. Now everybody get their feelings different, but you need to pay attention to how you feel when you're talking to someone and the conversation kind of shifts a little bit, and you kind of like, I don't think I need to be in this conversation anymore. I think I need to do something else. You know, I need to go somewhere else. You know, I feel like there's an energy here that a lot of you, and I feel like it's just part of the growth process. This is not the part. Don't throw away your gifts and your training. Don't do all that, because this is just part of growth. We're okay with missing it sometimes, but you have to understand you can't keep trying to just help people that you want to help. It don't work like that. You know, because 9 out of 10, and the people that you help, they usually turn on you anyway. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you know, and it's not everybody, because I just had a couple people that, you know, I've helped, and it's just kind of like they get mad. You know, some people get mad that you can't help them. You know, it's like a disgruntled customer. Like you go to the store and you probably see this person in the store all the time, but they be clowning sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Or they clowning with the employees some days, you know, that type of energy. You know, so we have to really pay attention to what we're going to say and do, but definitely know that source is trying to get you to the point of realizing who to help and who not to help. Sometimes we just don't need to say anything. You know, everybody, like a lot of, they try to tell you to promote yourself and this and that, but that comes from bondage too, telling all your business or telling everything. Everybody don't need to know what you got going on. Even if you know, if it's not a time where you can see, if they don't say something, or if it's not a time where you can actually benefit off of it, you may not need to say anything. But I feel like, you know, just giving away your gifts and stuff, I'm against that, you know, especially if it's not profitable, if it haven't really helped you, like you can heal somebody, this and that, you crossing timelines, you trespassing, because this person, I feel like this person is under a curse. Whoever's trying to help somebody and they're not receiving you, both of y'all will be dead and gone before they come up out of this. And they're not the person to birth this curse. Because see, a lot of times we talking to people, we don't even know that these people been hanging kids and babies. We don't even know what they did in their past life to be under this curse now. You don't know if they was the ones feeding these babies to alligators. You don't know what they're under. And they have to go five lifetimes with, you know, the kids in their family getting bumped off the way they bumped off somebody's kids 3 lifetimes ago. You don't know what you're up against. You don't know who you call yourself trying to be cool with or help. And then a lot of you are getting discouraged because they're not receiving you, because they are under a curse that the Creator put them in for killing kids 3 lifetimes ago. I just really feel like this is a slavery type thing. And they killed off the slave babies. They killed them off for sport. And now here we go now in this lifetime, they have a lot of death with the kids. See, we don't understand. See, this is the thing. This is in my energy, like I said, but I just feel like somebody's really trying to deal with somebody who basically their purpose for detriment. They can't get out of this for another couple of lifetimes. And then it's like, okay, I can't see why but it's not your lineage. See, people think karma just happens from what you did in this lifetime. Karma happens, this person here receiving karma, their whole family, them babies, they getting killed. They have a lot of miscarriages. They have painful deliveries. And you're trying to help them, but you're going to get your gifts cut off if they haven't already kind of stopped. You can't help this person. This lineage is done with. You know, they got 2 more lifetimes for babies to get bumped off. Young kids to be in heinous deaths and stuff. See, people think that you just get karma and you just did it. No. You think them people that killed them babies from slavery, or them masters and they wives that beat them slaves, you think them generational families are not being harmed? They get harmed. Don't nothing go undone. Nothing. Creator, I come to you and I thank you for the collective. I thank you for a mindset of change. I just speak that they continue to move forward, not give up on themselves, and realize that their life moves forward past everyone that they meet. There's always someone else coming. There's always challenges here. I speak that they pick up their sword their wand, their gifts, their abilities to fight, but in an area that you tell them to fight in. I speak that the ego is no longer in the forefront, that it's down. I speak that the low vibrational energy that's trying to keep them battling with you is down. I speak that they become receivers to hear what they need to move forward in clarity. I speak that they don't choose people over who they're purposed to be. Selah. I just feel like some of you want to help and you have that compassion and that empathy going, but you're going to have to shut it down. And it's your gift is gifted for certain people. It may be a million people, but this person here ain't it. I want y'all to stay encouraged and just keep moving. Like I said, I was just purpose to put this message out and hope that you all stay encouraged. If you need a past life reading, definitely check in the description box. Like I said, they're 45 now. If you click the link, it's going to come up 45. I don't know if I changed it in the description in my uploads, but I'm going to have to change it. I think it may still say 35, but they're 45. And, you know, I pray that you all stay encouraged and do what it takes to move forward and not give up on yourself, you know, because this ascension process can be hard, but at the same time, you know, it's worth it, okay? Y'all have a good one. I love y'all. Y'all stay encouraged, and I will talk to you all soon.